Number 4, 5, and 6, reduce child mortality, improve material health, combat HIV. Ito ang sa 8, may tatlo dyan tungkol sa health. Kapatid. Ang health issues na yan, ay yun ang dahilan, kapatid. Na dito ipinasok para matugunan ang pangangailangan ng post-modern generations, the Z generations, the millennials. Dahil sa inequality of resources, na itinuro ngayon paano ma-achieve yung medical services, health services ng humanity. Kaya dito in-integrate yung tinatawag the alternative art of healing. The Eastern traditional art of healing must be integrated into the Western conventional art of healing. Kaya dito ninyo makikita, kapatid, na sa ating generations, nagbago ang landscape ng health practices ng mundo. So, hindi tayo mag-iingat yan, kapatid, nandoon ang so subtle principles of spiritualism. Kasi sa healing, ito rin ang pinaka-craft ni Satanas. Healing din. Kasi pwede siyang magpagaling. Makapagpagaling siya, kapatid. Kasi siya ang nagbigay, siya na magpapagaling. Healing is the most pivotal art of the enemy of Christ. Number 7, ensure environmental sustainability. So, a common ground, bakit environment? Dito na itatag yung save Mother Earth. Because we are all human beings in a family of God, our Creator. Therefore, let us come together to sustain life by participating and joining hands, joint effort, joint pastoral activity, joint churches for saving Mother Earth. And tapat ko, linis ko. Tapat mo, linis mo. Napakarami in other episodes that we are going to listen, we will give you the details of it. But for the moment, my beloved friends, kaya pinamagatan natin ito ngayon na episode, one last final chance. Our one last final chance is to hold on to Christ's closing prescription because that is the only healing instruction for us, the last generations, irregardless of our educational achievements. Number 8, develop a global partnership for development. Napakatindi nito, kapatid, na filosofiya. Kaya minsan dapat tanungin natin, bakit ganito na nag-behave ang mundo? Globalized world. One humanity. One goal. One program. Napakalinaw, kapatid. Sa isang panahon ng ating story of redemption, na yan ay pangwakas na kaganapan. Kasi pangmundong kaganapan. So itong global partnership for development, what does it mean? So yung global partnership, pag binasa mo ang detalye na yan, sa program na yan, global partnership, the private-public partnership program. So we are being built on the principle of P. Project, program, partnership. It's a global partnership for development. Kaya huwag kayong magtaka, kapatid. Walang bansa sa mundo ngayon na gumagalaw at kumikilos na hindi nakalinya sa tinatawag na develop a global partnership for development. What is this partnership? The partnership of public-private partnership. Now, religion or church has been considered as a private institution. The government is one institution. The governing institutions. But we have these private institutions. Kaya nga private yan kasi we express our own faith, our individual faith. Private yan, kapatid. Walang bansa, kapatid. Bibigyan ko kayo ng example. Just, halos lahat yan, kapatid. public-private partnership centers dito sa Pilipinas. Halos walang programa nga kapatid na ilunsad ng gobyerno na hindi nakalinya sa 8 Millennial Development Goal. Walang programa, budget. Lahat ng budget sa Commission on Audit, kailangan nakalinya yan sa program, sa philosophy, sa doktrina ng tinatawag nating Global Development Goal. Sa Australia, pupuntahan mo ang gobyerno ng Australia, yung partnership nila, tingnan nyo kapatid, yung partnership nila. Okay? Australian government, 4-piece din. Public-private partnership. PPP. Sa atin dito sa Pilipinas, isa lang yan sa marami. Tinatawag natin pangtawid, pangpamilya, pangkabuhayan. 4Ps. Sa isa lang yan, kasi napakarami yan. Kasi partnership niya yan Sa Australia yan. National Public-Private Partnership Policy and Guidelines. Exactly, Second Vatican Council. Public-Private Partnership for Infrastructure in China. PPP. Ito, gobyerno ng China yan sa kanilang mga website. Nandiyan din, kapatid, ang PPP. May nag-iisip tayo kasi na hintayin ko magkaroon na ng sandilo kasi magkaroon muna ng Union of Church and State na ang gobyerno mag-implement ng religious ordinances. Kapatid, matagal na ang Union of Church and State. The union must be based in principles. Any institutions, science will tell us the science of partnership, kapatid. Science of union. Puntan mo ang Canada, PPP Canada. Isipin nyo, sa isang libro na sinulat ng United Nations, The Millennial Development Goals in light of Catholic social teachings. Ano ang papel? Bakit in-embrace ng humanity ang Roman Catholic Church? Kapatid, kaya nga sila naging benefactor of the human race. According to this book, first, it demonstrates the reason why studying the MDGs in light of Catholic social doctrine allows the policymaker to test how well current international development schemes fulfill their fundamental goal of improving human dignity. Grabe. Second, it deeply summarizes the history of international development. In light of Catholic social teachings, ano pala ang social teachings ng Roman Catholic? For the common good, rerum novarum. In the new, sa bagong pamaraan. So Daniel 8:25, a policy, spirit of prophecy, great controversy, creed, set of principles. Kailan ang fulfillment, kapatid? Kaya prinamis ng Panginoon sa iyo at sa akin, knowledge shall increase. Let us always come to the foot of the cross. Tanggalin natin, kapatid. Kung ano man ang antas ng posisyon na ating kinabilangan ngayon, it will not help. What will help us is the Word of God that stands by itself. Truth is self-evident, my friend. You have to bow your head and pray for the Lord. Fulfillment of generations. The Second Vatican Council. The Millennial Development Goal. The implementing arm. Kaya sinabi talaga ng libro ng Testimonies to Ministers, page 112, 113. The light that Daniel received from God was given specially for these last days. The vision he saw by the banks of Olay and Hiddekel, the great river Shinar. The light, yun ang liwanag, kapatid, para magpakita sa atin kung paano natin titingnan itong liwanag na sinasabi ng tao ngayon. Sinasabi ng mundo. Kasi yung liwanag na binigay kay Daniel, galing directly from God, will give us an instruction to identify what is truth and error. What are the programs that we should be careful? What are the activities that we should shun? and focus the proclamation. Great rivers of Shinar. Ganun ka-importante itong river, kapatid. So dito, may isang libro na pwede nating bilihin sa National Bookstore. Kahit saang bookstore ito sa mundo, kapatid. Published ito. Itong Compendium of the Social Doctrine of the Church. From the Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace. Gandang libro ito, kapatid, ha? Compendium, or is the summary of the social doctrine of the church. Pag binuksan mo yan, ang laman yan, tingnan mo lang sa introductory part. Ang introduction, ang integral and solidarity in humanism. At the dawn of the third millennium. Ganda, kapatid, na libro na yan. Please. For all of us, whoever you are, wherever you are, please buy this book. I'm not promoting, but you have to understand. But a word caution, never read this book until you have finished the great controversy book written by Ellen G. White. Because you need to ground your understanding. 1888. So lahat ng sinasabi doon, based on what Christ have said in Daniel 8:25, ito rin ang nangyari. God's plan of love for humanity. Remember, deception will always run in the fibers of truth. Kasi hindi na siya maging deception kung wala siyang linya ng katotohanan. Ano yung linya ng katotohanan? God, love, cooperation, unity. Yun ang linya ng katotohanan. God's liberating actions. Jesus Christ, the fulfillment of the Father. Chapter 4, makikita mo dyan, kapatid. Meaning and unity, the principles of the common good. Naku, kapatid, page 101 yan, hanggang 104. Pag binasa mo yan, I would guarantee you will be convinced. The beauty. Why John the Revelator? When I saw the woman drinking the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs, I wonder with great admiration. We will discuss that particular verse in another episode. Ano ba ibig sabihin na? And I saw the woman drinking the blood of the martyrs. Ano ba yung woman? Aswang? Witch? Na umiinom ng dugo? Pero bakit nauna drinking the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs? Bakit gano'n? Dapat mauna ang martyrs. Bago pa ang mga anak saints. Bakit gano'n ang arrangement? Ganda yan, kapatid. Ganda yan. So the universal destination of goods. Pag binasa mo yan, doon mo maintindihan kung gaano kahalaga, kung gaano ma-appreciate ng humanity yung philosophy ng common good. Halimbawa, yung ating tinatawag diyan na yung mga produkto natin, yung ating mga services. Sinong nag-craft, nag-initiate para mag-generate yung ISO, International Standardization. ISO 9001, ISO. Bakit ganyan? Sapagkat the humanity must be protected in an advent, sa panahon natin ng migration, sa panahon ngayon ng globalization, where no more national boundaries. Pag hospital ka, sigurado ka ba na makaprovide ka ng services, ng health services, gaya ng bansa, aming pinanggalingan? So, is your equipment capable? Globally competitive ba ang inyong mga services? So, paano maproteksyonan ang isang Hapon, isang Germans, isang Malaysians, na nandito mapumunta sa Pilipinas, na they can be protected, they can be served by coming to the Philippines. So, inilungsad yung international standardizations para ma-realize yung tinatawag nating common good, common goal, common humanity, common, kapatid. And minsan nga, pag mayroon kang produkto, halimbawa, mangga, o ano mang produkto na ginagawa mo, can it be safe na kainin ng ibang bansa? All you have to do is to just be a part. Ipa-register mo lang. Take part. Kasi pag ISO ka, ibig sabihin, every nations, every humanity, ay maka-prove sila na, okay ito kasi ISO, ito standards. May standards ito. So, punta naman natin yung mga international community, mga values, juridical, mga moral orders, mga international. Juridical, ibig sabihin mo, mga batas yan. Grabe. Nandun din pala philosophy sa common good. Kompleto ito, kapatid. Napaka-kompleto. Lahat nga ng ating kailangan. Chapter 12 na yan, Social Doctrine and Ecclesial Actions. Paano magkaroon ng integrated program. Joint venture ang lahat ng pastors, mga pari, sama-sama. 1965 yan. Ano ang mga activities na makikita mo na minsan kabahagi nga tayo sa interfaith sports activities, inter-chaplaincy program. So, napakabuti nito. Pero paano na hindi mawawala yung bilang asin ka sa tama? Kasi kung ganyan man, asin pala lahat, ito tayo lahat ngayon. Saan yung peculiarity ng pagkaasin, ng pagkaliwanag? How you have to engage the urgent message of Christ coming. Na ma-connect mo na these are dynamics of the time. Tingnan mo yan, pastoral action in the social field. Doctrine, social doctrine and inculturation of faith. Word na inculturation. Bago lang yan. Na ng dictionary. Social doctrine and social pastoral activity. Grabe, gamit na sila ng pastor. Noong una, ayaw nila, sister, brother. Ngayon, ang tawag ngayon, sister, brother. Social doctrine and formation. Pag binasa mo ang page 327, it talks about spiritual formations. Anong mga activities ngayon, kapatid, na mga spiritual formations? Ang ganda, kapatid. Makikita mo, baka yung ginagawa mo, part pala ng kanilang mga program. Sila pala ang nag-craft ng activities na yan. Na hindi mo alam na nag-alter na ng mind manipulations. You know, when you talk about formation, you talk about mind setting. Sa mind setting, dito pumapapil dito mga kaibigan, kapatid, yung mind manipulations. Kaya mayroon tinatawag transcendental meditations. Now, how you control your mind in meditations. And that's the most dangerous field. That's the most dangerous field. We have other episodes to discuss that one. You don't need yung tinatawag natin, ano bang libro? Kunin mo lahat ng libro, basahin mo. Tingnan mo ang nangyari sa mundo. Basahin mo ang Biblia, parehas na. Dito natin makikita at matutunghayan sa dalawa nating mga mata yung mga galaw at kilos ng social doctrine na yan for the common good. Social philosophy. Kaya huwag kayong magtaka, kapatid. The whole books of Ellen G. White, nang i-describe niya ang man. Man is defined by physical, mental, spiritual. Wala siyang social aspects in the definition of man. Pero ang mundo, kapatid, kailangan may social. Kang Ellen G. White, kasi if you are good physically, mentally, spiritually, ang byproduct mo yan is social. Pero dito reverse, kapatid. Ang social movement, ang social na aspeto ay makaproduce siya ng physical, mental, spiritual. Reverse, kapatid. Kailangan mauna ang social. Kaya dito sa kanilang libro, Pastoral Action in the Social Field, the social doctrine, the commitment of the lay faithful, spirituality of the lay faithful, acting with prudence, social doctrine and lay associations, pastoral activity. Kaya nga, kapatid, ang pamagat ng ang Second Vatican Council in its newest form sa presentations ng documents, pinamagatan na nila yan ngayon na the social doctrine, compendium of the social doctrine of the church. Because the word church now means all Christian denominations, all faith persuasions, including Muslims and Buddhists. Because their book, Social Doctrine, talks about all humanity. It talks about lahat ng tao sa mundo. Yan ang ibig sabihin, kapatid. Kaya minsan iisipin natin, the past 50 years of this planet Earth, ano ba ang kultura na na-produce natin? At saan hinango ito, kapatid? Kaya ang conclusion nila, kapatid, sa libro na yan, kasi that is basically based on the Second Vatican documents. Kasi ito na ang finale ng kanilang evaluative presentations. Tingnan mo nga sa kanilang conclusion for a civilization of love. On page 339, yung sinasabi nilang social doctrine and lay associations, service in the various sectors of social life. Kaya meron silang service to the human person. Paano tulungan ang bawat tao? Service in culture. service to your person, free education, talawag na. Libre lahat, kapatid, in culture. Sa culture, nandoon yung servisyo nila tungkol sa pag-develop ng mga interactive na mga activities sa mundo. Miss Universe, Miss International, mga global concern. Kasi sa kultura na yan, makikita mo nga, sa lahat ng mga international event, may theme. May mga tema sila, kapatid. Tingnan mo, sa mga Miss Universe yan, may mga question and answers. Ano ang mga issues na tinatalakay dyan? Ganun, service in the economy, paano magkaroon ng tulong-tulong, service in politics, the church and the government must come together, service in politics, paano natin servisyon? Kaya nga, may proposal na ang registration ng voters ay gagawin sa mga churches na. Kasi wala na dito dumating na nga tayo sa new humanity, kapatid, for a civilization of love. So ano yung iniisip nating Sunday law? Ang Sunday law, kapatid, sa 2011, ng North Dakota Catholic, Sunday law benefits all people. Galing. Pero ang sabi nila, sa North Dakota, has responded to criticisms of the law restricting Sunday hours for business. Kasi ang kanya, to regulate benefits of the whole society. Ano ang mga benefits na makukuha mo pag magsara tayo ng Sunday? The purpose of North Dakota Sunday closing law is not to impose times of worship. According to them, according to this news, published August 22, 2011. No, it is a demand adherence to religious doctrine. The purpose of the law is to preserve the common good. 1891 pa ito, kapatid. By ensuring that society is not overtaken by work and profit. To protect and preserve common good. Yun ang purpose ng closing law, kapatid. Rather than restricting individual freedom, the conference director said, closing laws liberate and free people from the anti-social degeneration of human work. Napakaganda nito, kapatid. Napakaganda. I-liberate para matulungan ang degeneration na hindi mapigilan yung anti-social degeneration of human work. He noted that economic freedom can only grow in healthy societies, healthy lifestyles, not those which put profits above the values of family and community. So Dodson quoted the compendium of the social doctrine of the church, which describes public authorities. Duty. Sige mo na, kita mo na. Social doctrine ng church, pero describes public authorities' duty. Ano yung duty ng publiko, ng gobyerno? To ensure that for reason of economic proclivity, citizens are not denied time for rest and divine worship. Sana yung sinasabing pipilitin ng mga Sabadista para magsimba ng araw ng linggo. Sunday closing laws are not about honoring the Sabbath day. According to Dodson, they are about honoring people and families. May libro na pwede niyong bilhin ito, Earth Community or Earth Ethics. Matagal ko nang binili ito, kapatid. Pero pag binasa mo ang libro na yan, published in 2000, I forgot, but it was possibly 2006 or 2007. According to them, according to this book, darkness saving the day. Sabbath time. According to this book, we live in the most anti-Sabbath society in the history of the world. Bakit anti-Sabbath society? Isipin mo, dokumento nila ito. They talk about Sabbath. They are promoting Sabbath today, my friend. Stores boast rather than repent that they are open 24 hours, open to the max, any day allows. At convenience stores, one-stop shops, in many towns, I can buy sodas and beer and beef jerky 24 hours a day. That's sure for the sign of good life. But beloved friends, according to them, we live in the most anti-Sabbath society. Because they talk about Sabbath as rest. Now the solution, according to this book, Sabbath may in fact be the one gift that could save this society. Because it is the gift of rest. And in efficiency, life at ease will befall life is morning and new light. Dito, Sabbath may in fact the one gift that could save the society. So paano yung iniisip ng karamihan sa nakaraang dekada? Na Sabbath pala ang pinopromote ngayon ng mundo. Rest, kapatid. So paano natin i-delineate, i-express, i-engage yung Sabbath truth in the light of this movement today? Because without Christ's instructions at the river, we lost the saltiness of the life. Kaya minsan nga, magugulat ka na lang na yung mga Hudiyo nag-promote ng program yung National Day of Unflagging. Kasi the truth stands by itself na pag hindi tayo mag-stop, no? Dahil na tinatawag ng Unplugging Day, naalaala nyo tayo, minsan nga, mayroon tayong program na sabay-sabay, patayin ang ilaw sa isang gabi. Hindi nyo alam na we were trained mentally. Paano ang mundo sabay-sabay nakikilos para sa isang common end. Alam mo, itong Sabbath Manifesto is a creative project designed to slow down life in an increasingly hectic world. Unplug with your Sabbath Manifesto, cell phones, sleeping bags, share on Facebook. Makikita ko kayo, kapatid. Ano ang epekto at implikasyon ng Sabbath Manifesto na yan? Alam mo ba kung sino mga participant yan? Mga Hudiyo, iba't ibang relihiyon, kapatid. And according to the Sabbath Manifesto's principles, the Sabbath Manifesto's principles were created for individual styling. So walang arbitrary control. May mga style kayo. Pero once you take on the challenge of the principle, number one, ang principle number one, avoid technology. You can more easily embrace other principles, such as connect with loved ones, nurture your health, and get outside. Anong ibig sabihin nito, kapatid? Avoid technology. You can more easily embrace other principles, such as connect with loved ones, nurture your health, and get outside. So the principles of getting outside. So we have a culture that on a Sabbath day we go into the church, worship the Lord. But on the Sabbath principles also of this other movement, you have to get outside. Wow! Please be careful, my friends. Ano yung biblical culture na itinuro? Kaya sinabi talaga dito, in vain were Satan's effort to destroy the Church of Christ by violence. Great Controversy, page 41. Page 43 of the same book. The great adversary now endeavored to gain. How? By artifice. What he had failed to secure by force. By artifice, craftiness. Persecution ceased. What do you mean by persecution ceased? Anong persecution ang hinihinto niya? And in its stead, were substituted. In fairness to Angel, when she wrote this book, it's so very fresh, that physical brutalities. The 1,260 years of the Dark Ages, the brutalities, the persecution ceased. You have to go into the context of the mindset of the writer. And in its stead were substituted the dangerous allurement of temporal prosperity and worldly honor. Sinubstitute niya yung dangerous allurement of temporal prosperity and worldly honor. Kaya sinabi ng Maranatha, page 31, paragraph 2, on the same author, persecution in its varied forms. Hindi ako nagsabi, ha? Sister, brother, hindi ako nagsabi. Ang sinabi ng book na yan, persecution in its varied forms. Ano yun? Is the development of a principle which will exist as long as Satan exists and Christianity has vital power. So when you talk about development of a principle, marami siyang pwedeng pagalawin. Kaya nga, varied forms. In seeking to separate him from God by alluring temptations. When these do not succeed, pag hindi magsucceed, then a compelling power is employed to force the conscience. Kasi yun ang movement ng war ni Satanas. Dapat titingnan mo, ano yung movement ng redemption ng Panginoon? Ano din yung movement ng war ni Satanas? Anong yung kanyang art of this deception? Kaya sa ating generation, dapat nating titingnan yung mga tulong, halimbawa, mga foundation sa buong mundo ngayon, empowering the world's poorest by providing them loans, Kiva micro loans that change lives. Napakaganda nitong mga tulong, kapatid. Tulong para ka sa atin yan, kapatid. Pero magugulat ka bakit sinabi ni Kristo kay John sa island of Patmos na ang makapasok lang sa kanyang kaharian, those that will get into His kingdom, these are they which were not defiled with women. For they are virgins, these are they which follow the Lamb wheresoever He goeth. Ano yung women? By the way, my friend, bakit plural form ang ginamit dito sa Revelation 14? Defiled with women. So, tayo ma-defiled with women. Ano ibig sabihin ng women? Kasi movement na ito ng ecumenical church. Pag sinabing ecumenical church, all religious persuasions coming together. So, my beloved friends around the world, it's a women's attack. You know how Adam was simply being deceived? No, women's attack to defile every true Adventist. Ang Adventist naman ay kahit sino yan na naniniwala, na nananampalataya, na darating si Kristo para dalhin na tayo sa kanyang kaharian. That's what it means to be Adventist, believing about the coming. So to defile every true Adventist is by simply policy of promotion, development that fornicates. So, i-offer talaga nila yan, kapatid. Bakit? Kasi ang mga anak ng Diyos, dinescribe niya na you are a chosen generation, 1 Peter 2:9, a royal priesthood and holy nation, a peculiar people. Ang peculiarity lang, ang kailangan i-destroy ni Satanas. Kasi pag na-destroy niya ang peculiarity mo, you have that fornication, defile ka. So, ang hantungan ng tao na yan, ng mga kaluluwa, talagang imperno ang pupuntahan. Destruction ang ibig sabihin ng imperno. Kaya nga ang Revelation 14 verse 8, because she made all nations. Matindi yan, kapatid, kaibigan, ha? Tandaan niyo palagi. All nations. So napakalaman natin sa previous episode na to. Anong ibig sabihin ng all nations? Kasi minsan iniisip lang natin Sunday. Hindi natin alam pala. Kaya nga, magugulat ka, bakit ang mga Sabbath, the Jews, the Israelites were destroyed. But they were Sabbath keepers. Saturday keepers sila. But they were destroyed. Kaya nga si made the nations all drink of the wine. So ano yung teachings of the wrath of their fornication? Kasi ang object of the subject is fornication. So kailangan mong mainom yan. Ibig sabihin, matanggap mo, ma-integrate mo yan. You allow, you take it. Yung teachings na yan. Kaya ang panawagan ng langit, be separate, come out. Pero ang panawagan ng tao, be one, Christian unity, and be apart. So these illustrations that I'm going to share with you, is the church promotion lang. Bakit? Ang church promotion ba ay hindi movement ni Satanas? Please, my friends, let us open our eyes and understand. Satan is an angelic in origin. Si Satanas, kapatid, ay numero 1 sabadista yan. Simula pa noon, sabadista siya. He is a Sabbath keeper. So he knows the strength and the weakness of destroying. Siya din sabi niya, I will be light. Transform as anything. So anong gawin niya? Just promotion talaga siya, kapatid. So yung art of movement niya is humanitarian. Para tulungan tayo. Kaya may kasabihan na nagsasalita. When the fashion of the world becomes the fashion of the church. When the fashion of the church becomes the fashion of the world. That's fornication, my friend. Hindi mo na ma-determine kung what is truth. which is of God and which is of the enemy of God. When the passion of the world becomes the passion of the church. And when the passion of the church becomes the passion of the world, yung passion ng mundo, bakit? Lahat ng tao ngayon sa mundo ay talagang religiosity. Nandun na lahat, kapatid. Huwag naman natin i-underestimate yung sincerity ng iba't ibang relihiyon. The faith of other persuasions. They are very honest. With the program of the world becomes the program of the church. With the program of the church becomes the program of the world. That's the finale. The union of the church and state. We need to understand. Yung sinasabi nating Sunday law. Sunday law, kapatid. Pero paano natin mapanatili yung ating faithfulness to the sanctity of God's words? Na ang lahat ay linibre na, education, libre, shelter, health, family, food. Kapatid, wala pa ngang Sunday law. Hirap na nga tayo makatayo, kapatid, sa mga bagay na ino-offer ng mundo ngayon. Napakahirap, kapatid, pag wala tayong pag-ibig sa kanyang salita. To be Christ-centered, to be Christ, to be in Christ, we need to take Christ's righteousness. What is right in Christ? What is His word? What is His instructions? Christ's righteousness builds on His instructions, my beloved friend. Because Christ's words is the truth. Wala pang sandilo, kapatid. Wala na, nawawala lang dahil sa edukasyon. Violated na ang Sabbath. Violated na ang mga instructions ng Panginoon. Yung health, hindi mo na alam kung ano ba talaga. Ang health natin, kapatid, you have only to confess and forsake para mawala ka sa mga sakit na yan. Ang shelter, you have to simplify. This world is not our home. Food, go back to the original diet. Family, make it the focus of your life, my friend. Pero ngayon ang mundo, kapatid, wow, Sunday law. Wala pang law ng Sunday. Violators na ang mga claimants of the law. So to close our study, my beloved friends, may isang sulat sa Prophets and Kings, page 184, paragraph 2, by Ellen G. White. Thus the world will become mine. Yun ang kanyang ginawa. I will be the ruler of the earth, the prince of the world. I will so control the minds under my power that God's Sabbath shall be a special object of contempt. Yun talaga, kapatid. Kasi sa purpose, hindi mo na malaya, nakabiolate ka na pala. Sige lang, iway pa naman ito. Ako naman ang mag-prayer doon. A sign, I will make thee the observant of the seventh day a sign of disloyalty to the authorities of the earth. Okay lang sana, kapatid, yun kung movement ng Panginoon yun. Na on an afternoon, you share the Word of God in a gathering of people. Pero movement nila yun, kapatid. Can we not proclaim in some other venue? Can we not proclaim? As a matter of fact, your life alone is the greatest message of the story of redemption. Your life alone, standing for Christ. Sipin mo, you are secured in God's love. Kaya dito, human laws will be made so stringent that men and women will not dare to observe the Sabbath. Ano yun? Human laws. Marami na, matagal na, kapatid. Tingnan mo yung mga policy na ginagawa ng mga programs. Tingnan mo yung mga policy na yan, mga activities na yan. Hindi mo na malayan yan pala, activities na yan. Hinatid ka na makabiolate ka ng Sabbath, kapatid. For fear of wanting food and clothing, they will join with the world in transgressing God's law. The earth will be wholly under my dominion. Napakalinaw nito, kapatid. So, ang focus na talaga ni Lucifer, yung loyalty natin sa Panginoon. Yung faith factor ng tao, kapatid. Yan ang object of the great controversy. Na instead, we can have the character fit for heaven, Christ's righteousness, and obedience to Him. Instead na yan ang ating fokusan, kapatid. Christ's righteousness. Yung Christ, faith in us. Sinasabi, the faith in us. Natayuan natin yung katotohanan niya. Tayuan natin at tindigan natin yung instruction niya. Ibig sabihin, yung karakter na sumusunod sa kanyang instruction. Kailangan ng instruction kasi we are pilgrims and moving to that direction. Mayroon tayong pupuntahan na kailangan natin ng instruction ng may-ari, ng creator, ng designer ng redemption na yan. Siya ang nag-design ng redemption. So siya ang guide natin, kapatid, na sa redemption na yan, dapat tayong nakatayo dyan, nakalakad ayon sa kanyang instruction. Kasi sinabi ni Christ sa Matthew 6:24, no man can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. This verse is exactly the principles that we need to hold on right now. Because the enemy is going to integrate us, to fornicate us, to defile us, so we could not be a witness of the instruction that he is coming, that even at the door, my beloved friends. Therefore I say unto you, Matthew 6:25, take no thought for your life. Isipin natin yung para kay Kristo na gumagawa para sa ating kaya. What you shall eat or what you shall drink, nor yet for your body, but you shall put on. What you shall put on. Minsan, isipin mo ang verse na yan, exactly the opposite of what we are in our heart and mind. Gumagawa tayo kung ano itong kakainin, kung ano ang ating mga damit, kung ano ang ating bahay. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment. Kaya talaga, si sulat ni Ellen G. White sa Great Controversy, 1888 pa. Page 588, paragraph 2. Satan himself is converted after the modern order of things. Si Satanas mismo na-converted siya sa kanyang mga ginagawa. Grabe, convertido siya kasi very effective, very scientific. Pero tutuusin naman natin, kapatid. Sinabi ni Kristo, binulag lang niya tayo. Kasi it is written, nasulat na ang galaw ni Satanas. Nasulat na ang galaw ng mundo, kapatid. It is written, this is the word, the lamp, and the light. Kaya sinabi ng libro, he will appear in the character of an angel of light. Through the agency of spiritualism. So yung agency of spiritualism talks about spirit, talks about religiosity, spiritual formation, spiritual maturity. Kaya dito, gumagalaw ang kanyang miracles will be wrong. Kasi metaphysical ang tawag niya. Metaphysical. The sick will be healed. And many undeniable wonders will be performed. Wonders! Grabe! 2,000 years hindi nangyari, pero ngayon nangyari na. And as the spirits will profess faith in the Bible, itong matindi, kapatid, ha? Faith, they will believe in the Bible. And manifest respect for the institutions of the church. Ibig sabihin, church-related, irrespeto. Saan yung isip natin? Lalabas ang Church of Satan, lalabas ito, tapos the 666. Manifest respect for the institutions of the church. Saan yung sinasabi ng karamihan sa napakalipas na panahon? Isahin na lang ang religion. Ellen G. White is very clear on the statement. Hindi totoo yan. Conspiracy theory yan. Kaya minsan, maraming nagdi-discuss ng end time, Jesuits, Illuminati. That's not the message of the Bible, my friend. That's not how the way. That's not how the approach. Let the Bible speaks by itself, my beloved friends. Let us grow in grace, in the knowledge of the Lord. Yung knowledge ng Panginoon, na sinasabi niya na ito ang mangyari. Kapatid. Pero titingnan mo ang ginawa ng kaaway niya. Angel of light siya. So paano mo i-proclaim? Paano mo i-differentiate yan? Isipin mo, the Spirit will profess faith in the Bible. Kasi the deception runs in the fibers of truth. Faith in the Bible. finding and manifest respect for the institutions of the church, their work will be accepted as a manifestation of divine power. So in this last page of the story of redemption, the final issue of deception are the activities and programs of peace initiative, conversion, or human development. My beloved friends, let us be honest with ourselves. Without God's word, the program of Millennial Development Goal is the science of human undertakings. So noble, so logical, my friend. If not of the story, if not of the blueprint, if not of the plan of redemption in the Bible, I could be one of those. Because the best program, scientifically, is what the world, what humanity is doing right now. But here is the story, there is the blueprint, my friend. Exemplifying that the ending of the story of redemption are programs, projects, or peace initiative, because this is the ending, dynamism of planet Earth. Remember Maranatha 30, paragraph 4. Many of the prophecies are about to be fulfilled in quick succession. Every element of power is about to be set to work. Past history will be repeated. What does it mean past history will be repeated? All controversies will be arose to new life, and peril will beset God's people on every side. Intensity is taking hold of the human family. It is permeating everything upon the earth. Study Revelation in connection with angel, for history will be repeated. What does it mean? History will be repeated. It is the biblical narrative of Satan's final and art of this destruction. Exactly what he had done at the Garden of Eden is exactly he's going to repeat it. My friends, one book written by Malachi Martin that becomes popular in the 1990s, 1991, when it was published, my friend, the first year alone of its publications spread like a wildfire. And this book, The Keys of This Blood, by Malachi Martin, as a world struggle for world dominion between capitalist West USSR and Pope John Paul. The Keys of This Blood. It becomes, ito ang naging talakayan ng halos lahat ng mga theologians ng ating generations. But 1 year of its publication, binura ito kapatid. Tinanggal ito sa lahat ng National Bookstore. But we secured one according to this book, page 15. The competition is all out because now that it has started, it referring to the Second Vatican, there is no way it can be reversed or called off. No holds are barred. Because once the competition has been decided, the world and all that's in it, our way of life, that's culture, as individuals and as citizens of the nations, our families, our jobs, our trade and commerce, money, our educational systems, exactly, millennial development, and our religions and our cultures, even the badges of our nation's identity, which most of us have always taken for granted, all will have been powerfully and radically altered forever. No one can be exempted from its effects. No sector of our lives will remain untouched. My beloved friends around the world, we've been radically disconnected to the blueprint of Christ's story of redemption. We need to be radically reconnected to His Word, my beloved friends. The word compromise is equated as Babylon. Babylon is equated as compromise. This is the generic meaning of the word Babylon. In my life, the book written by the same author, Christ did not for an instant seek to purchase peace by a betrayal of sacred trust. Peace could not be made by a compromise of principle, my beloved friends. That's why in 2 Thessalonians, when men shall be shouting for peace, peace, sudden destruction come. My Life 77, paragraph 3, it will be surrendering the peace of Christ in order to make peace or fraternize with the world. You are a peculiar, you're testing. I have called you out. And this very special time for my coming, closing movement, you have a special work to do. Just simply proclaim, be a witness of my coming. Do not overrun the program of God. Minsan, iniisip natin, para kapatid, the sacrifice is too costly to be made by the children to make peace with the world by giving up the principles of truth. Many times, we justify our compromises by telling that I have to reach them. Then let the followers of Christ settle it in their minds that they will never compromise truth, never yield one iota of principle for the favor of the world. Let them hold on to the peace of Christ. What a prophetic injunction for each of us. Not an iota of principle. Jesus prayed that his followers might be one. But we are not to sacrifice the truth in order to secure this union. For we are to be sanctified through the truth. Here is the foundation of all true peace. Human wisdom would change all this. So it is a contrast between human wisdom and the divine wisdom. Pronouncing this basis too narrow. Men would try to effect unity through concession to popular opinion, through compromise with the world, a sacrifice of vital godliness. But, here is the statement. Truth is God's basis for the unity of His people. The world, binaliktad lang ito kapatid. Ang dulo, unity, linagay sa una. Unity is the basis of truth. Simple lang. Sa Panginoon, truth is the basis of unity. Ang mundo, binaliktad, unity is the basis of truth. So crucial, my beloved friends. So to close, I just give you one example. Just to illustrate this one last final chance message of Daniel 8:25 at the river intended for the last generations. Ito isang barko kapatid na fishing boat. Pag nasa tabi lang sila sa kanilang anchoring part, makikita mo yung mga bitag nila, yung mga net na yan. Pero pag pumunta na yan doon sa gitna ng dagat, hindi mo na makikita yung mga bitag dyan, kapatid. Tapos sa modern technology, sa mga fishing, kapatid, ay madaling silang makahuli ng isda, kapatid. Kasi gumagamit sila ng deep sea power line. Ang liwanag. Pag liwanag, lalapit ang mga isda, kapatid. Sa gitna ng kadiliman, sa liwanag na lalapit ang mga isda. At ang mga fisherman ay push button na lang sila. Hindi na malaya ng mga isda na nasa loob na pala sila ng bitag. Tapos unti itong iangat sa kanilang hydraulic na pagpaangat ng hydraulic power, aangat yung tali. Kasi mga barko yan eh. Deep sea power lines ang tawag. Pero sa takbo ng panahon, hindi na nila, kunti na lang ang mahuhuli ng mga mangingisda sa mga barko. Kasi ang mga isda, kahit ganyan ang utak nila, makadetermine din sila kung yun ay bitag. Many times, hindi na sila, pag nakakita ng ilaw, at sa kanilang pag nakakita sila ng wire sa ilaw, kapatid, maramdaman nila na, wala. Ang lolo natin, nahuli na dyan. Ang mga pinsan natin, nahuhuli na dyan sa bitag na yan. Kasi nakikita ng isda, yung wire na pinanggalingan ng ilaw, kapatid. So wala na talaga silang mahuli. Kunti na lang. Lugi, kapatid. Pero ang ginamit ng science, gumamit sila the new invincible power line. Walang wire, kapatid. Walang wire. Lumulutang sila on a certain temperature, on a certain height, napakalakas na liwanag. And according to science, case of blueprint told us, the bluefin has proved to be no match for a high-tech fishing industry. High-tech na rin si Satanas, kapatid. Hindi mo makikita, kapatid, ang wire, kapatid. Because you cannot see principles and policies. So the world, kaya nga, policy for life, great signs and wonder, the wine teachings for life, for peace and prosperity. Who is Christ? Who is Christ? The Prince of Peace. If He's the Prince of Peace, ano pala ang movement ng peace and prosperity? Kaya hindi tayo magtaka bakit sinabi talaga dito ng libro ng 588 paragraph 3 Great Controversy. Papists, Protestant, worldly, will alike accept the form of godliness with a path, for they will see in this union a grand movement for the conversion of the world and the ushering in of the long-expected millennium. The movement of peace and prosperity for this millennial goal, my friend, is exactly what the Bible is telling us. Christ's closing prescription at the river Olai, at the river Ezekiel, all humanity is embracing now because He is the benefactor of the human race. The program of new millennium, new humanity, because of the rerum novarum, exactly opposing what Christ has been giving us, the instructions, the river, the mount, and the island. 2 Peter 1:12, wherefore I will not be neglected to put you always in remembrance of these things. Kasi isinulat, though you know them, but be established in the way. He is telling us, He is inspiring us to be established in the present truth because His truth stands by itself. Christ's words will stand by itself. We need to put Christ first in everything. In all our decisions, let Christ's truth be the standing point of our decision making because He's been telling us on this planet. The next episode that we are going to share with you is the topic of the GPS, the Global Positioning Statement. Please like, subscribe, and share this to your family and friends for one last chance. Napanghawakan natin si Kristo lang. Kahit anuman ang ating reliyon na sinasariban na that we belong. Ang importante sa atin, hawak natin ang kanyang huling prescription. Christ's closing instruction. So my beloved friends around the world, just like and share to your friends. Subscribe to the Radical Reconnection because we need to be radically reconnected to the Word of God, the Bible. God bless us today. Sa Time Magazine ngayon, hindi naman natin pwedeng ipagkailan na yan ang katotohanan. The New Roman Time Magazine. Pagbasahin mo yan, hindi mo naintindihan na yung akdang panahon na babalik.
Buenos días, hermanos, hermanas, hermanos. Friends. Good day to all our friends around the world.